Yeah, so I just wanted to kind of reflect on my 4 years at Calvin and kind of what does it all mean. And I kind of got started thinking about it when Dan at senior night was talking about me and said, now if you want to know like what swimming is all about or why do it, talk to this guy, he gets it. And I was like, oh, really? Do I get it? I don't know. So I was kind of thinking about, what is it about this sport that makes us get up at 5:30, walk through the icy wind, get in a cold pool, and like suffer pain for 2 hours? Why do we do that? So I've heard a lot of people say that, athletics, makes you like a great employee and gives you good skills. And there's a good speech that went around on SwimSwam a few years ago from the Yale swim captain, Andrew Hyman. And it was about 5 reasons why athletics is the most important class you'll take in college. And he listed a few reasons. He said commitment, time management, teamwork, execution under pressure, and consistency. And I encourage you to look up this speech, but I think that's not quite enough. I didn't swim for 4 years just so I could be a good team member or be consistent. Those are skills, no doubt. They're important skills. I gained them as a byproduct of swimming, but I wouldn't say that's really what swimming was all about at its core. I would say the real value that I gained from swimming are the extreme highs and lows of emotion that only sport can bring out in us. In pursuit of our ultimate goal, those tenths and half seconds that we want to drop, we are exposed. We're made vulnerable, and those true highs and lows come out. Swimming has made me angrier than I've ever been in my life. Just ask Ryan Ruba about leaving his team in the weight room. Swimming has given me incredible sadness and pain that Dan kind of talked about after coming in freshman year and not seeing those time drops. In pursuit of that goal, we're going to miss sometimes. And I was incredibly frustrated and sad after that year. But that's that emotional low. And most importantly, swimming has made me more excited than I might ever be again in my life. And I was thinking about that when we were standing on the podium after winning the conference, after watching that incredible 400 free relay. The seniors were standing up there and accepted the award. And I was thinking in my head to myself, wow, I might never be with this group of people, or a group of people like this, all dedicated towards one goal with just this incredible excitement around us ever again in my life. And that's really what I want to cling to in the future. Dan likes to say that times fade away when we remember back. We're not going to remember what those times were, or what it took to win, but he says we'll remember the relationships. That's true, but I think those relationships are formed by the incredible, vulnerable, emotional moments that we have that's formed by swimming. So some of those memories will stand out to me forever. Those emotional highs that I think what this sport is really about. I remember counting Julian's 500 and watching him finish the wall and just hit the water. And that was just an incredible emotional high. I remember Dan's arms raised like this, watching a good swim, and his fist pump. That's something that only swimming will bring out in Dan. I remember after the Saturday morning session when Dan called the team together and said, this is what you guys have to do. And looking around that circle, and everyone's face was, we're all in. And that's that emotional high that swimming is really about. So I experienced some amazing highs and pretty ultimate lows. But the fact that I got to experience these highs and lows was an incredible privilege and pleasure. And underclassmen, my charge to you is recognize these emotions when they come, because they will come. This is what swimming is about. And hold on to them, because you might never feel like this again in your life. So, thank you. And I think before we watch the video, I think we'll do our present our coaches with some gifts. Yeah. Do you have like the gifts? Yeah.